coming in under 4,500 pounds with a slide out and a residential queen size bed. Folks, this is the 2023 Coleman Light 1805 RB, and this is an awesome couples model. If you're looking for something, again, it's kind of, light to mid-weight, you want to be able to get out, you want a bed where your feet aren't going to hang off, this is an excellent model, folks. We'll start off right over here in the kitchen. Now, one of the things you'll see right away, of course, is this sink, and I love the sink that they chose on here. It's kind of like a gunmetal or like a black stainless steel, right? The apron front farmhouse, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Excellent pick. They, of course, paired that with the high-rise faucet, so that way you can wash and rinse your dishes a little bit easier. You can actually fit your pots and pans down into your sink. The countertop here as well is a pressed laminate, and so with that, it allows you to undermount the stainless steel bowl as they have done here. You don't have to worry about your T-mold or anything popping off in your corners and having a bunch of water get down in there and have your countertops rot out, because obviously nobody wants that to happen. So I love the countertop choice. Right next to that's a 3-burner cooktop. This is recessed with a glass cover on there too, so that way you have some prep space. Without it, it'd be a little tough, but with this, you can utilize this part right here as prep space. It might not be a bad idea to get a sink top cover too. That way, in case you are cooking something, you still need to prep a little bit, you can prep right here on one half of the sink. But with that raised up, again, that gives you access to the burners. Do not try to cook through the glass top, folks. I've seen people try to do it thinking it's like, like an electric cooktop. It's not. You want to make sure you lift that up so you can access those burners there. But then you have the oven right down underneath. Now, underneath the sink, you get some additional storage too. Open this up for you. You can see you have to contend with the P-trap a little bit, but I'm glad you still have that storage space plus a nice big drawer under there, so it does give you some decent kitchen storage in addition to the storage you have right up top here. Right over across the side, I do just want to show you your control panel so you can see that. It's nice and convenient, kind of a one-touch there for everything as far as your power awning, your slide, water pump lights, and then your tank monitoring panel is right there. You will also see your water heater. So this is your Furion water heater, so you have the controls for that right there. It's just nice to kind of have everything all tucked into one, basically centralized location. Now, when we talk about heat, we also talk about cool. So you have your roof-mounted AC here. This one does utilize the Blade AC system. So you have excellent ductwork in here. It has 360-degree cooling. Just does a much better job of cooling. And then for heat, of course, you will have your furnace, direct vent right underneath the refrigerator there. And we'll have the fireplace, which I'll get to in just a moment. Then across the top, as we said, we have the storage there, plus your microwave and hood. And then when you come down a little bit further, we get into the Dometic fridge-freezer combo. This is a gas absorption refrigerator, meaning that it can run on both your shore power as well as your propane. It does have automatic switchover on there as well. In the very back is the bathroom. Let's come on back so we can take a look. A couple of things I really like about this bathroom. The first one is the wardrobe space. Folks, there is a huge wardrobe right here, and there is enough space that you can actually get changed. It is a little tight. It's not the biggest rear bath I've seen, but you can still get changed in here, and you have the big storage, plus some nice convenient drawers there, space underneath the sink, and you also still get a medicine cabinet. So lots of great storage space. Very easy to use the sink here as well. Brushing your teeth, you can actually bend down, do what you need to do, wash your hands. They have a good location for it. When you take a seat on the toilet here, I have good leg room, great shoulder space. It's a porcelain bowl. I definitely like that, especially in something that's lighter weight, because obviously porcelain's going to weigh a little more than a plastic, but you will be able to, it'll stay nicer longer, right? A little bit easier to keep clean. And then one of the big things for me, especially in a shorter, lighter weight RV, is the size of this shower. Folks, I can turn sideways and close this, and I have some distance. Like, I'm not fighting with the curtain. It's not rubbing on me, which I absolutely love that. Same thing, I can turn sideways this way. As for height, I'm 6 foot with this skylight. Could probably be 6'2", maybe even 6'3", and still stand in here without having to duck my head down. For an RV this size, that is phenomenal. There is an AC duct in here as well. So again, if it's going, really hot, you have the AC going, you can keep things a little bit cooler with that. Now, right over here is our kind of main entertainment center. So you have the TV, multimedia center directly underneath that. And as I mentioned, the fireplace. Not only does that look nice, but it is also a space heater, which is pretty great. Thermostat will be located right there. This, of course, is for both the AC as well as the furnace. Then, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the video, even though this one is under 4,500 pounds dry, it still has a slide out. That's why it seems so open for being a smaller camper. I really like the slide out here. You have the jackknife sofa. Kind of the cool thing about this one is that the feet do come up. You kind of get like this little incliner so you can kind of kick back, at least put your feet up. You know, it's not quite as comfortable as a full recline, like for example, say theater seats, but what this can do that theater seats can't is drop down into a bed, so you have that additional sleeping space. And on top of that, take a look underneath at all that storage you get. If you have theater seats, you lose storage, so they tried to maximize your storage space in a small RV by giving you this. And again, even though it's not quite as comfortable, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. You will also see some storage cabinets here in the corners, nice big window, which, you know, pair that with the window in the kitchen, you have a ton of natural light coming in here. Same thing with the windows right up front. One of the other things, if you recall, I said right in the very beginning, is the fact that this is a 60 by 80 residential queen size bed. That's awesome, folks. For those of you a little bit taller, you don't want your feet hanging off. I love having the residential size. Plus, if you want to replace the mattress, it makes it a little bit easier because you don't have to go with a custom mattress size. Now, bear in mind, at Camping World, if you ever want a different mattress, even if it is a camper one, we absolutely can get you custom mattresses, but I do like having the residential size. On both sides there, you have nightstands with drawers. You have some electrical outlets, the USB ports, nice big wardrobes, the hanging rods there, and then, of course, some additional storage right across the top. As we take a look at the outside of the Coleman Light 1805 RB, right up front, you'll notice a couple things. One will be the power tongue jack. Take the cover off here so you can take a look. But this, of course, makes it a lot easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. There's also a light on there for some added visibility at night. Right behind that are two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Of course, rails for your battery there. Some protection up front, help protect it from some of the rocks that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And then above that is a 3/4 front cap with LED lights inlaid. Definitely a really nice look on there. Coming around to this side is the solar prep. So if you want some additional solar, you can simply buy what they call a suitcase solar system, which will have the controller built in. You just plug it right into there. It's already pre-wired. Super simple and easy system to use. That way you can trickle charge that battery. You do have slam latches on here and magnetic catches on the baggage doors, so it just makes it nice and simple. I love the magnetic catch. Now when we take a look inside, you will see how open the pass-through is. It's something that Coleman does very, very well, is give you a lot of storage. I mean, these are super wide doors. If you have bigger chairs, grills, or the griddle that it comes with, you can easily slide it right in there. Then you have the LED light strip, so it lights the whole thing up, and this one is prepped with the TireLink TPMS, or the tire pressure monitoring system. Stepping back a little bit further, right up top, you'll see the power awning with an LED light strip that is sewn into the material. So that way it doesn't matter if the awning is fully extended or partially extended like it is right now, you can still utilize that light. And they do have an adjustable arms on the awnings. That way you can adjust the pitch to whatever you desire. You can see the Lippert solid steps with the aluminum treads on there. That way it's not going to rust. A little bit of grip tape too, plus the large grab handles. That way you have great control when stepping up into the RV. If you want to bring the TV outside, you can. The same mount out here is the one that's in there. You can just take the whole arm with the TV, plop it right down in there. That way you don't have to travel with another TV. So definitely love that. The hookups for it are right here. Your your fresh tank fill will be located right behind that. And then right here is your Furion water heater. Now that is an on-demand water heater, which is wonderful. So that way you can have basically on-demand and near limitless hot water. So that way you can enjoy your time in the shower. Take a step back a little bit further. This is where your griddle will mount, makes it nice and easy. You'll also see this one has power stabilizer jack. So you have one control right here for your back two, another control up front for the front two. And then as we come around to the very back, just want to show you have the outside shower with hot and cold water access. I do like having it here just because it is very easy to get to and it's not going to make a mess on the campsite. You can have it behind your camper. Black tank flush will be located right there. That's a great feature to have too, especially on a smaller RV like this. Not super common, but it is very convenient. You'll see the spare tire mounted to your rear bumper, and then right up top you can see that this one has the backup camera there. The 1805 RB is an excellent couples model, especially coming in under 4,500 pounds dry. Now, if you're looking for something that is maybe 4-season capable and a little bit higher end, a few more amenities, then check out this Cougar 22 MLS got coming up for you right now.